Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our one match challenge here in the Long Dark. It is currently day 18. And just killed my first bear last episode. Let me see. We probably want to leave like 3 hours of fuel on here. I think we decided. Maybe even a little bit more. Definitely throw the fur on. Maybe a stick. Let me see how we're doing on torches. We do have good travel weather right now. Yeah, let's throw the rest of these sticks on here and get a few torches. Gotta remember to burn that cooking book. Try to do that at my next fire start. Yeah, we were thinking about tearing down another fir limb out here, but I think it's definitely better to just go. Ugh, not great torches. Alright, 3 hours and 9 minutes I'll have to do it. Grab all this stuff, grab the bedroll. Make sure we're not carrying anything stinky. Okay, let's get out of here. Pretty sure I already grabbed the meat off of here. Oh, I had a thought in between episodes. I'm glad I remembered it just now. This container. Yeah, this backpack up here. -2. Okay, yeah, so we don't even need to drink tea. I left this in here, but I can actually just wear this right now. Oh. It's only wet. Okay, I guess it's safe to wear then. We'll get a warning if we get frostbite risk. Ooh. Yeah, this should be fine. Try to clear sprain risk here. There we go. And then it looks like we can also clear it down here. Yeah, this is a relatively easy goat. Probably get a sprain here. Maybe around now, so I'll crouch just to lower the chances. And that's probably already passed. Alright. Nice to have this fog. Makes it very easy to get to the next location. I think I'm going to start picking up more tea ingredients. It's bound to get colder soon. And we're not going to be making as many improvements to clothing for the foreseeable future. Definitely don't want to get too complacent when it comes to keeping on top of coal and teas and whatnot. Oh, weird. This snow shelter is in a completely different spot than I thought it was. Okay, so you come down here, you enter this whole area, there's this big ridge. And then it's on the other side of the ridge. This may explain why I haven't been able to find this in some of my outer runs. 'Cause I don't think I would ever go all the way over here to look for it. That's good to know. Oh, weather's clearing up. Alright, we need to get to Poachers and get Ollie stored safely away. Let me just quickly grab all this and we'll be on our way. Yeah, we can do a little bit of running here. I'm glad I left the full 3 hours on that fire because, if we get blown out, like right next to poachers up here, it's a long trip. Because we have to go all the way to the south end of the zone and loop back around to get up top again. I don't hear any crows. I don't know if that means they're not out, or we're just not near any carcasses. That bear carcass has been out here for close to two full days now. I'll leave those cattails for now. Let's just get to safety. We can loot all that out later. We really haven't had many times where we've had to go back to our safety fire. There was that one disaster in the first episode, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, in Coastal Highway, where we were trying to leave for Pleasant Valley. Alright, let's use this book. Okay, so I want all of these in the thermos. And we don't need coffee right now, so let's just heat this up in case we want it. Got any food? We could start cleaning some of this up. Let's actually just leave these here. I'll eat those once we get to cooking 5. Same thing for these. They can all just stay right here. I guess we have better... Yeah, we got way better hats. That's why that's there. Pick that. I don't know why I didn't pick that up earlier. Let's see. Let's have a little bit of food. Okay, so I think it's more important... Let's just drop these. I think it's more important that I find the original bear first. And go ahead and get that harvested. I mean, if the new bear walks right up to me... Maybe we'll take him out. Just see if he's around here. Oh, he's literally right there. Alright, this is probably too good of an opportunity because he's right next to poachers. Don't actually need to put any time on this fire. Just,
Come on, little fire.
have one stick on it. I think I completely missed him. That's weird. Ugh, well, we got 2 bears to find now. Not even gonna waste another shot on him. So both bears... Where did that first arrow go? Way over here. Both bears have 2 arrows in them. You can kind of keep an eye on that guy. Yeah, he's still running around over there. Crossing the tracks, it looks like, or going along the tracks at least. Good thing we have all this visibility, huh? Alright, I guess let's just go this way. I was gonna try to go all the way around, but... probably more likely the other bear is over here anyway. Just take a quick look from up here. Okay, that bear is walking now. Okay, so he's not going to go far from that spot. He will bleed out. So we have a very good idea of where he'll be when he drops. Now, unfortunately, yeah, there's no crows out. We would have seen some by now for a body or something. We got multiple wolves over here. The bear was all the way up here. This can't be the... Yeah, this can't be the other bear. It's been too long. Alright, no sign of him anywhere over there. There's a wolf in the distance. No sign of a bear carcass anywhere over here. There's something way over there that looks like a rock, but I could see that being the bear. It's really far away. Is this bear still wandering?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Ah, we have crows now. That'll help a lot. Yeah, that bear's still walking back towards... Okay, those are just flying overhead.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Crow's circling something over there. Let's go check that out. That's probably it. Okay, I think we just very quickly grab the hide and then go straight back to our fire. We don't really need to be out here for anything else. We can get the hide and guts off the other bear. That'll be more than enough guts. Oh, that's actually just a deer. That is not... I think that's just a deer. Does not seem to be the bear after all. Where is this guy? He should be so easy to spot. There, maybe? See two things that could be rocks or bears. One right there and one right there. No crows.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, no, 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 no. I need this. Ah, shoot. Shoot. Let me see if I can identify. I'm pretty sure it's that one right there. All right, we have to go back. It's probably for the best anyway because I didn't realize how far away this was going to be. So we can get our fire charged up a lot. Yeah, we're not that far away. And put like 6 hours of fuel on this, and then I think what we'll do is take an even larger loop around the north. Those wolves are acting on old information. I don't think there's meat over there.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear. Oh, I'm starving.
Wonder if he'll eat this fat if I leave it behind for him. Keep an eye on him and see what he does. I should have put it on the high ground so I'd be able to see him more clearly. Yeah, we're not going to get to see. There's my blue flare. Yeah, let's take another look at this just for outer runs. So it's a big lean. Then you go out here, and it looks like that's the place you need to go, but you actually need to go straight out here. I wonder if this is weak ice. It is not. Okay, so you can just keep going straight. Maybe I'll remember that next time I need that flare.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Didn't see what happened to that bear. I'll have to look for him on the way back next time. Yeah, I'm glad I came back. This is an unacceptably low amount of time on Ollie.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
These torches are trash. Let's just get some actual good ones. 30 plus. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It's like we found the spot. I still am not quite sure whether... See, it feels like you can control them, but I don't know. Could just be RNG. Yeah, see, we just got a terrible one. But it might just be like I'm a pixel off. I don't know, I'm sure everyone has their own opinion about that.
I need to find food.
Got it right here, Astrid. 920 calories of deer. Ready to go. Okay, I feel a lot better leaving 6+ hours on this thing. This thing, he has a name. Okay. Don't tell me the wind is gonna come mess me up now. I don't want to hear it. Trying to cover some new ground on the way over there in the hopes we can, you know, get some free sticks and stuff. Much easier to traverse this when there's good visibility. If we have bad visibility on the way back, we can just follow the tracks. -6. Kind of tempted to have a little bit of this. Guess that's the other thing good about coming this way is, on the off chance I was wrong about the bear location, we'll likely see him up here. Like there's a wolf convention on the river down there. Let's just take a gander from up here. That might be the other bear right there, right next to the tracks.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
We've got shelter, Astrid. It's time to look for a bear. Not a big fan of these wind gusts we're starting to get. As long as I can get everything reheated, got a fire next to the bear, we should be good to get home. And sprint some of it too.
I'm not sure I can carry much
Ooh, we got
more.
crows. That may tell me which of these blobs in the distance is the bear. Ah, that's definitely him. Okay, perfect. I think that's the one I thought it was. There were two of them, and I think that was the one that looked more likely.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Perfect.
Okay, in case of weather change, straight that way past the tree trunk, gets us to the rails, and then we run all the way back. Got the double coffee. We'll have 4 of these in the thermos. Just go ahead and grab one of these to cook. We're not going to risk parasites, not even 1%. Why am I carrying this lantern around? It's not great. And we don't really have a lot of tinder. That's surprising to me. Maybe a few more degrees on here so we warm up quicker. Here comes the wind. Okay, not for long though. All right, 1 fresh bear hide ready to go.
drop any of this gear.
Muskeg is so kind. Giving us all this calm weather and fog. I feel like today has been fog, and then calm, clear weather, and then fog, and then calm, clear weather, and then fog. Pretty much the entire day. I didn't see if I got my arrows. I could go back if I don't have them. Yeah, let me just check. I wasn't paying attention when I clicked on the guy. I think the easiest way to do this is, let's drop this. Let's pull out the bow. 2 arrows total. No, that can't be right, because I made 6, right? And then we have like 10 arrowheads, I think. Where the heck are my arrowheads? Oh, did I might have really messed something up. I might have to go back to Spence before we leave. All my arrowheads are missing. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it was 16 total. We had 10 arrowheads, we had 6 arrows. I lost 2 to this bear and 2 to the other bear. So when I shot this bear, when I harvested him, when I clicked on him, I should have gotten 2 arrows back. Yeah, and I definitely didn't, because I picked up 1 arrow after killing the other bear, so I definitely had extra arrows in my inventory. So I definitely did not get these 2 arrows from this bear. Let's go try to correct that. And if they're stuck under him, we have a fire here, so we'll be able to find them later after he despawns. But I'd much rather have them now. Wait, where is he again? A little bit further up this way, maybe? Wait, now I'm really confused. There's the hunting blind, so he's like up there. Yeah, I see him now. We're gonna need to rely on those thermos teas, I guess. Let's go ahead and get one out now. Get some warmth in me. Any less than 0.1? No. Yeah, let's just drink the whole thing. That should last me. Oh no. I let my fire go out too, and that's gone. Alright, well, let's get the cooking point for this. Let me just see if I can identify the arrows. Confused. We definitely would have shot him like in the head or the top of the back. But they must have fallen out of him, right? Because if they were still sticking in him, I'd get them when I clicked on him like this. So what happened was, I guess they fell out and they're sitting underneath him where I can't access them. Alright, well, I guess we have to come back later then. Unlucky. But yeah, my 10 arrowheads. There's no place those can be other than... back at Spence, right? Like, there's no reason I would have dropped them somewhere. Unless I was doing a... like, if I was temporarily dropping a bunch of stuff to limit carry weight. I just don't understand how I could have left without them, because I thought I did a careful check before we left Spence. I did drop a bunch of stuff in the cave. Cave to Bleak Inlet, right? What do you guys think I should do? Should I just retrace my steps? Like tomorrow, should I just run to Spence, check there, run to the Bleak Inlet cave, check there, till I find them? Or should we just rewatch the video and figure out where I left them and then go back for them? I guess it doesn't really matter either way. I don't know, maybe I somehow left them at Poacher's Camp here and just didn't realize it. That seems unlikely. Okay, so there's another possibility, I think. Which is that when we went down to the south, we went so far that the bear actually despawned before it died. And where it despawned, the arrows fell on the ground, just in some random location in the muskeg. And then once I got back in range... that would be when it finally... spawned back in dead, but without the arrows. That's probably the thing that makes the most sense. And if that's what happened, I'm not going to be able to find those arrows unless we get lucky. I mean, if we end up with 14 arrows, I'm okay with it. That's why we made extras, was in case of a bad situation like this. 14 is plenty to kill the cougar, I think. And that's the thing I'm most worried about. The moose I'd probably be happy to take on with 6. Bears I'd be happy to take on with, I mean, with 1, honestly, because what's the worst thing that happens? They run off and bleed out somewhere else. Well, I didn't see the other bear either, so I guess we're definitely spending the night here. Let's make some water. I don't really see any compelling reason to take this to cure yet. We can just leave it here and take it once we have both and the guts. We'll go up to the cave and let everything cure there. Oh my gosh. That's stuck on that little thing there. Thought I was gonna have to restart the game. Alright, let me just make sure I'm not missing something obvious. Ah, they're here. Okay, 10 arrowheads here. Okay, yeah, I was just looking in materials, but it's in tools. Okay, so I do have my 10 arrowheads. I've got my bow with my 2 arrows, 2 at that bear, 2 at the bear I killed. That's the 6, 10. Okay. So maybe we just accept that we have 14 arrows once we get the 2 from the other bear. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's pretty late. I guess we just get some sleep. We're taking these to camp office to repair. Or to leave there to repair later. Alright, that's 5 hours. Let's see what we're looking at out here. -9. So we can probably put a couple of torches down and grab one of these limbs. I think that's what I'll do. It's gonna be too dark. Yeah, I would need a torch that lasts longer. Alright, in that case, let's get this down. Some water going on here.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
As long as we're lighting a fire to do this, this one is going to be more efficient right here. Oh, that's why I didn't have much tinder. I did not realize we were already fire starting level 3. In retrospect, it's obvious,
Come on, little fire.
because I was thinking about starting to read the fire starting books soon to get to level 4 quicker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we can drop all 17 of these. Alright, that should be good. Now we should have enough fuel to sleep and still have fuel to do stuff tomorrow. That's all I really needed. Let's make a little bit more water.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
You know, instead of going all the way up to the cave, probably makes more sense just to take everything to camp office. Assuming we have the weather for it. Yeah, I'd rather just have all my bear stuff there, I think. Let's see. Right, I think we'll eat this in the morning when we head out for the bear. So let's get that going. Make one more of these. Man, it feels so hard to manage everything. Like, just getting the fuel to keep the fire going so we can sleep the night, and getting all the bear stuff harvested. We're already looking at being pretty low on food. Okay, so that's actually, these are ready to go in here. That's all ready. Let's do 4 hours of sleep. I think those were traveling crows. We know the bear is somewhere over there. We might as well go. Let me just see how cold it is out here. -12. I've got 19 coal, 3-seater, a few sticks. Let's go see if we can find the bear. Because there will be crows out and about. It's worth it, I think. Probably just burn a coal on the fire next to the bear. That should be okay. I'm really glad I realized I actually do have my 10 arrowheads on me before we trekked all the way back to Spence. And who knows where else trying to find them. So we'd have to be pretty far off trail here because I hear crows over this way. There we go. I knew I could count on you guys. Ah, there's my 2 arrows. Okay, so we at least have 14 arrows. Gave me my 2 arrows when I clicked on them. Yeah, so the other one, either they despawned in some very inconvenient location or they're under him. Alright, might as well get a couple of cooking points while we're out here too. Completely forgot the plan to eat that. I gotta wait a little bit longer. Alright, let's get one more of these, I guess. Fire's about to run out. How much time is left on this? 50 minutes.
I could eat anything right now.
Only 9, right? Yeah, there's the 10th one over there. Okay. We got everything. Just make sure... Yeah, I've got the bear hide. Alright, let's see. So we want to take that back. We got 2 hours and 25 on this. All this can stay. I don't think we need to weigh ourselves down with more water. Nope, definitely not. I have a can on me. I guess I'll take another one. We only need to leave 1 can here for emergencies. Okay, let's consolidate for weight. And I think we're just going to leave immediately for Mystery Lake. Only need to leave maybe like an hour and a half on here, I think. Probably not even that. It's very short to the next location. But we'll call it 134. Alright, let's do it. So I'm low on both food and fuel. So first thing we do when we get into Mystery Lake, any deer we see, we shoot. And I think I want to go up to the lake overlook. Get a fire going in that cave. And we're just gonna harvest a massive amount of fir limbs up there. And also maybe walk around and pick up more sticks. Let's actually see if we can get a few more sticks on the way in. Looks like there's some cattails over here too. Gotta remember, I only left an hour 30 on that fire, so don't want to be too greedy here. Well, I'm hoping this wooded slope here will have some sticks for me. Help to rebuild this fuel supply just a little bit. No backpack hanging here? Guess not. I'm getting greedy. Gotta stop. I can't go get those cattails. We're just gonna get these and then leave. And greed kills so quickly in this game. Everything can be going swimmingly. And then you just want to pick up that one last cattail or a couple more sticks.
I'm not sure I can carry much more. I could eat a horse. It's saying a lot because I love horses.
Kind of a cool effect. So one thing we didn't do is get the coal from that big cave to the north. That would have been nice to do, but we'll just have to do it some other time.
Come on, little fire. Perfect. I wonder if I can drop any of this here.
Guess we leave these here for a second. I don't need to fill the thermos. Let's just get bullet to use down. That'll be good enough. It's a very short trip now. Okay, so kill deer, stock up on as much fuel as I can. that's basically it. We get to camp office and drop everything. That'll be nice. Yeah, hour 10 should be about right for that. Plenty of time to come back to it. Ooh, see all kinds of fur limbs down here. We can't go too far off track though.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, it's fully warm out here too. It's like the ideal time to be out here doing stuff. -1 without the torch. And yeah, that's about as warm as it's gonna be. Alright, I'm not gonna be greedy and go all the way back for that stick. Exercising some self-restraint. Alright, I think here is about the time we want to cross over to the other side anyway. Get the other stick spawns before we, head into camp office. Don't be greedy. Okay, fur limb right here. There's rabbits there, so that wolf has got to be just eating a rabbit. We can come back and get these sticks anytime, so I'm just gonna grab the ones that are immediately on the way. And we got more out back too.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, Ollie, let's get organized in here. I think we're probably going to spend the night here, go up to the cave tomorrow. As we're pretty much out of time for daylight, and we got at least one fur limb right here, so... Let's get you stored away in here and put a nice large amount of sticks on. So I already have another lantern in here. That's kind of crazy.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Now remind me. Actually, don't remind me. But isn't there... Didn't I do another rabbit... Or... Maybe the plan was to grab the one from the summit? Wouldn't it have made sense to do just one more, though, and have it ready when I got back? We've got cured maple. Just put everything upstairs. And take the workbench upstairs as well. I don't think I took any notes on this. What was my thinking? Why do I have a single cured gut? Yeah, there's probably going to be some mysteries I'm never going to solve. Put these away for now. Put these away, these away. Okay. Time to cook 1 hour and 12 minutes. Oh. So 58 minutes plus whatever, another 14 or 15 minutes of prep time, I guess. Not exactly what I had in mind. So if we can get in shelter, we're actually still positive temps out here. But I can't go do this limb while that's cooking, unfortunately. Alright, in that case, let's just go check for deer over here. there's no deer over here, then we'll either come out and chop this or we'll go check the lake for deer. It's not like I can't just live on cattails if I need to. I don't think I brought any... Yeah, I didn't bring any hot teas. That was a bit foolish, wasn't it? Okay, another stick there on the way back. Let's just quickly check out this area up here. Looks like we got no deer here anyway. Not gonna bother with the rabbit. Can't the moose spawn right here now too? Like right in front of the camp office? That would be sweet. Now why would that wolf be all the way over there? I don't think I left anything... Yeah, I didn't leave any guts or anything for him to detect.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Alright, let's get some teas warmed up, because we're gonna go traveling now. That... We're gonna get energy from this, so we don't really need the coffee. Okay, what are we leaving behind? I think these tools are supposed to go here, right? Yeah, okay. So I've got 5 hours. Definitely have to be back well before midnight. Looks like we are not going to get hot enough to use the, or cold enough to make use of the warmth buff from these. So I'll probably just go ahead and eat them. So on the way back, we can chop this before we head back to camp office. Don't really want my fire to go out just yet, though, so... I think we're going to look around the corner here for deer, and then look over there for deer. See if we get lucky in either respect. Maybe gather some intel on the bear while we're out here too. So I see nothing. Man, I've got so much crafting I want to do at home, but I have to build up quite the supply of food and fuel first. Yeah, we gotta craft like 10 more arrows, basically, before we go try to take on the cougar.
I think I can use this. Feels like night is coming.
No sign of the bear out here, huh? Alright, well I guess we know when we go bear hunting. And check the other spots first. Can I get up here? Maybe if I go over here first. Yeah, we can probably inch our way up here. Get a sprain, unfortunately, because this is not the ideal way to go. Oh, the bear is there. Okay. Alright, so we got some useful scouting info from that then. Very useful.
It's a bit, but I'll make it. Smart's a bit.
We're not gonna go hunt the bear right now. It's more important that we get some... Try to get some deer.
first aid soon.
I think I can theoretically go as far as the little clearing over here. Frequently deer around there. Or maybe we can do the whole loop. Yeah, we can probably afford to do the whole loop around this central high ground.
Ow!
This is why it's so important to be, what's the word? I forget the word, but with your hunting, you want to make sure to take advantage of the animals when they pop up and not necessarily when you're looking for them or you feel like you need them. Because in a situation like this, I mean, sure, I'm getting a few resources along the way, but this is largely wasted time. And I could just be hunting the deer, like, as I'm traveling around to do other stuff. Opportunistic, I guess, is the word. Make sure this is still good. Yeah, we got some time left on it. Okay. Finally found a deer.
I'll make it.
It's not really anywhere near camp office, but we'll make it work. I heard a wolf over there. There's definitely deer over that way. Alright, let's see if we can do both real quick. He's definitely eating something. Alright, super fast. Get this. Get ready to shoot this deer. I think we're gonna wait for it to... Oh, come on. Alright, forget it. Let's go get the one that the deer got, because I'm almost certain he got a deer. Can't run right now, but that's okay.
That smarts a bit.
Yep. Wait, what are you eating? Oh, a ptarmigan. Shoot. I forgot there were ptarmigans over here.
Well, this stuff will come in handy. I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Alright, well, there's plenty of deer right here. Should have burned that book. Forgot I had it. Would have been 100% start chance. Okay, we can do it now, and we shouldn't... Yeah, 100%, so we shouldn't have to worry about this going out. Did I just burn a Survive the Outdoors? I meant to burn the other one. Oh well. It's probably best that I don't read all three of those anyway. Alright, let's make sure we get these all warmed up again. Get this down. Could probably afford to make some water real quick. This is potentially promising. We can drop that ptarmigan. No, he's never gonna catch them. There's no way he gets the drop. Now, remember I said I need to be home well before midnight. Oh my gosh. Alright, give me, just give me all this stuff. I can't run.
Ow.
Deer got killed by another wolf up here. This was definitely a deer this time. Come on, where are you? I hear you. Ah, right here. Dude. Okay, I think we just go home and we come back for the rest of this later. Yeah, it's getting late. I don't want to have any chance of finding out that Ollie has blown out when I get home.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Hopefully these deer will still be here tomorrow and we can kill another one. I'm gonna take that with me. Oh, this is blown out? Okay, never mind. We're just gonna drink some of these then. Let me make sure these are maxed out. Put them back in the thermos and just go. I've got bandages if we feel like we need to run. Oh, 0 torches. It's not great. Okay, so now we got food, but we're gonna be really short on fuel when we get back, I think. We'd have to dip into the coal reserves. Maybe we should just come live over here for a bit. Okay, I've got kind of a silly idea. Ah, shoot. Lost the fire, now we have to go back. I was thinking if we could carry the fire over there, we could just have Ollie at the at a new location. But no, we have no choice now, we just gotta go for it.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Yeah.
That's
I'm really uncomfortable with this because we've been out for several hours. That fire is indoors, which means it gets absolutely no burn bonus. I kind of wish I had been able to preserve that fire and take it, like the one from back there, and take it somewhere safe. Because now we just have to get back. I think we go ahead and, yeah, let's use a bandage. Let's drink a coffee and sprint a little bit. Just to try to make sure we get back in time. And obviously cover a lot of ground very quickly this way. I'm not even going to go up to the high ground. We're just going to take the shortcut across the face here.
Can we move trees? 'Cause I'm gonna eat a tree.
One more of these ought to do it.
Ow!
Wait, I just realized, does Camp Office not have a chimney? That'd be one of, if so, that'd be one of the very few locations where there's an indoor stove that does not have a chimney sticking out of the roof. They usually do a pretty good job of, I can hear something going on upstairs, so
It's a bit.
Ollie must still be, burning away. Yeah, still had an hour left. As usual, panicking for not much of a reason. Now, yeah, we're in not the best shape, though. Fortunately, we don't really have to sleep. That's the big advantage of having the rosehip pies. So we can like break down this table and just cook up some more rosehip pies and get through the night that way. Get a couple hours of sleep if we feel like it.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
That was a very unsuccessful hunting trip. But what can you do, I guess?
That smarts a bit.
I wish this stove would produce a little bit more light without constantly having to have torches going. I accidentally burned my fire starting book when I meant to burn the smithing book. That's okay, we got 2 more over here.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should get another rabbit pelt down, because by the time I get everything crafted and I'm actually ready to travel, it'll be cured and we can make the rabbit skin mitts, I bet. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow if I get the chance. How much does this take? Hour 57 for 6. Yeah, that's not too terrible, I guess. I sworn I had another cooking pot around here somewhere. Alright, so that's all jiggled. We're full. Some more water here. That's not until for later, right? Yeah, that's unsafe. I don't know if we're making the other insulation. Seems like we got way too much other stuff to work on, but we'll see. Okay, I guess we just go ahead and do the thing now. Yeah, nothing's gonna burn. Everything's fine. That's really not worth it. That's 2 hours for 3 hours worth of fuel. Barely does anything. So how am I going to get ahead on the fuel game here? Okay, what if we go out really early in the morning, do the deer hunting, and then come back to the overlook, set up the fire there, and in the warm part of the day, chop up all the fir limbs outside the cave there. That might work. Alright, let me see what else I can do right now. 3 hours. That's another not great. That's 49 minutes for 3. That's slightly better. This is terrible, right? Yeah, it's not great. This is another... yeah, not great. Okay, but we do have stuff. If we just need to, like, make it through the night at some point, we have stuff we can break down. That's another 49 minutes for 3. Okay, so we got 2 of those that can be done relatively quickly. I think we had some, sticks left to do out here. We definitely have branches. We want to just come out here kind of piecemeal and grab those. But I think I left some sticks up here, maybe? Sorry, Astrid. Yeah, we do need to get at least 4 hours of sleep tonight to get rid of that sprain. Unless we want to use another bandage.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Oh, it is a clear night out. But almost... Nah, it's too cold. I was thinking I could almost chop this.
That smarts a bit. Ow!
Really not getting much from this excursion. I think we just spend some coal, get some sleep tonight, and focus on getting the fur limbs tomorrow. At least I got the food situation sorted out.
Ow!
Maybe the day after tomorrow we can do a trip to Trappers and get the coal from that cave, as well as a bunch of sticks on the way.
I need some first aid soon.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't see how I can justify the time spent on a rabbit hide. When we know there's going to be a free one at the summit. Got so many other things to work on.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Alright, so I think what we're going to do is let's make another set of pies real quick. Get an hour of sleep while that's going on. Okay, and while these pies are warm, I guess we can use them to harvest some branches outside. That doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Get something out of them, at least, out of the warmth buff. And come back in, tear down the good tables, get 3 hours of sleep.
That smarts a bit.
Yeah, we're actually pretty warm if we stay in shelter. Isn't there like a giant cedar over there? Yeah, that one's like 5-seater. Sometime we'll have to go grab that during the day.
Ow.
Thought there were more branches here, but maybe it's just the 2 limbs. Well, this just goes to show how much the rosehip pies completely changed the game. I would be absolutely struggling right now. I mean, I guess we wouldn't have had to stay here. We would have just had to spend coal and move on to the next area where we could get coal. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. I think I'm going to go ahead and get my 3 hours of sleep to finish healing this sprain. Yeah, I don't really want to take the time to tear down any of those tables. So maybe we'll just spend a coal here. It seems reasonable. Okay, let's go and get 3 hours. I'm gonna have to spend another coal, actually, tomorrow, but... yeah, let's just spend it now while I'm thinking about it. Because we're gonna have to leave this fire going for a good while as we move about. Okay, 3 hours. Well, we got back, we got everything down curing. Yeah, I just don't have time to craft right now. I gotta... So, next episode I think is just gonna be all about building up a huge supply of fuel and food at camp office here. And then we may actually be able to start... We'll go ahead and kill the 2 bears here and go ahead and start crafting. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.